think I'm recording. There we go. All right. Alrighty, guys. So right now we're going to go into the actual Bedsonline portal, and I'm going to go ahead and show you around and show you what you can do, how you can build out quotes. First, I do want to go over, this is a support flyer that I got from one of the sales guys at Bedsonline. I'm going to go ahead and drop this in the silver chat as well. But what you can do right now, if you're on a screen, you can actually go ahead and screenshot this. It's going to be really nice because it's going to give you some phone numbers. You know, if you have a client that has some emails, or I'm sorry, some problems while they're traveling, it's going to give you some contacts for that as well. It's going to, if you have payment and commission issues, you can go ahead and write that down. Can I make it larger? Yes. If I make it larger, then I have to. So you can go ahead and screenshot that. But you will get this information as well when you register. They will send it to your email. Yeah, this is pretty large. So you guys, again, like I said, you will get this on your email. And I am going to post this in the chat as well. So, okay. If you guys are on a phone and stuff as well, if you guys are on a smaller screen, of course, you're going to have a harder time. So if you guys are on a small device, it's probably better that you just wait for me to drop it in the chat. And that way you get the actual PDF where you can save it to the proper, with the proper sizing on it. Okay. And then it just tells you how you're, how you can go ahead and get in touch with them, right? Okay, so that is that. I will go ahead and drop this in the chat, like I said. And then outside of that, I just want to let you know also too, this one I cannot make bigger, but you will get your email, your username and password sent to your email as soon as that registration does go through. And it does tell you prices in all services, whether it's hotels, tours and activities and transfers, include your commission of 14% that is paid post-travel, like 99.9% of our vendors do. They pay you once travel has taken place, right? So you know that you're going to get probably at least a minimum of 14% commissions on all things that we book with Bedsonline, okay? So I'm gonna move over to their portal. Again, I already am registered, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. Oopsies. And with Bedsonline, you can book, oopsies, did I put in my wrong one? With Bedsonline, you can book both domestic and you can book international travel, okay? You can book private rentals, you can book ski trips, you can book multi-day tours, okay? You can actually, what I really like about Bedsonline, I'm gonna save my password. You can actually also make a quote. It'll also generate a quote that you can either download or save, or that you can send via email, okay? And I'm gonna show you how to do that. So I'm going to show you just a very basic booking, just so you guys get familiar with the portal. So you see right here, here's your support button. They do have a live chat expert, okay? There's your quote. So if you make a quote, you can go ahead and pull them up in this portal. You do have a notifications, and you can book. You can star, like if you have a client that you know like loves a Marriott, whatever, you can star different hotels or whatever. Maybe you have a preferred resort that you like to send your clients to when they travel to Mexico. You can go ahead and star that, and it'll actually save it in your favorites list, okay? You have right here, you can view all your bookings. And of course, if you put something in your shopping cart, you can view your cart up here, okay? Now, with Bedsonline, they're gonna have the accommodation tab. So you can search like all your hotels, your resorts. You see here, they have Florida private home tab. So that's really nice because as we know right now, especially Florida is a really hot travel booking site, whether you were doing Disney World or Universal. So Florida Homes is going to be private rentals, okay? Private rentals in Florida. ski packages. Now these ski packages will be for international travel, okay? So you can click on there and actually, you know, whether you want to, whatever ski destination that you want, okay? Now you can actually book activities here. You can book theme parks. The theme park tab is new, and I still think that they are working some kinks out. So if it's not, like I just tried it a little bit ago, and the when I went to go click on the options, it wasn't working quite yet. But you can just see here are some of the things that you can go ahead and book, right? You can book transfers. So when you're booking a trip, you can book transfers to it, right? And multi-day tours, which is really cool because I know sometimes we do get those clients that want tours kind of built out. This is a vendor that you can go ahead and do that with, right? So you would just select the country that they want to go do a tour in. Like I know Thailand, I get a lot of requests for Thailand tours because it's really cheap to travel throughout Thailand. And you know, you can do the departure dates. I'm just gonna do a quick example for you guys so you guys can get some comfortable with it. From May 3rd to May 9th, 6 nights, just 2 adults. Yeah, of course, you can use any vendor that we have for mock bookings. Absolutely. Is Florida the only place that has private home rentals on the site? No, you should be able to look up other private home rentals on the site. Oh, select the country. Duh, Sarah. There we go. Okay, so this is really cool, right? So it automatically will pull up for the 6 nights that we're in. It'll pull up a variety of different tours. Now, what's really cool is you can mix and match these, right? So let's say you know that your client wants to stay 3 days, 3 nights here, and maybe you know, another 3 days, 3 nights somewhere else, right? How does the commission work if it's not one of Archer's? So we just registered through Archer, so you will get paid. They pay Archer. That's why we registered with Archer's register information. Okay. So you can go ahead and book these different. So let's say your client wanted to do 3 days, 2 nights here, and they wanted to do another 3 nights here. Okay, that's 5 nights. And then let's say they wanted to do 1 night here. You can actually go ahead, you can add that all to your cart and customize this tour however your client wants it, right? I find that really, really cool. What is also cool is, let's say we click on, I always like doing beach destinations because I'm a beach snob. If you go down here, you click view options and prices. You can actually choose whether you want to book them at a 5-star or a 4-star hotel. Okay, you can see here, like for Thailand, the stuff is super affordable. I love booking Thailand trips. And you could actually toggle and play with the date a little bit, okay? So, and it's going to tell you right here that you're doing it for 4 nights. Let's say I'm going to do the 5-star hotel. I'm adding it to my shopping cart. So here's cool. If your client has food allergy restrictions, flight information, and email, right? Now it's going to give you a plethora of information here. So you're definitely going to want to read it. It's going to tell you guys where they're going to pick up your clients, right? The driver will be waiting for you with arrival signs, and hotel info. You'll receive an email confirmation with your hotel 7 days prior to the service. 3-night accommodations. It will include a breakfast, or departure and arrival and departure transfers to the airport, to the hotels, right? So it's going to have all these stuff that you're going to want to read through so you understand what it is you're booking, okay? So what I like about Bedsonline, you see right here, this is a 20% commission booking. So you are going to get paid out of the $6.99 you take home, or I should say Archer's payout, is $133.87. Now remember, you will always take home 80% of the booking, 80% of the commissions, okay? So that's, I really like that about Bedsonline, is you always see your commission payout at the end, right? So you actually, okay, so you can sometimes. So you see right here, you can actually make a deposit. They don't always give you that option. I did talk to a customer service person at Bedsonline, and they did say that sometimes you will have an option to do a deposit and sometimes you may not. It will vary from property to property, or activity, or whatever the case may be. So you want to be really careful when you're talking to your clients, and let's say you know you want to use Bedsonline. You want to make sure that you don't promise them the deposit up front, because with Bedsonline, it's not always guaranteed that you can do a deposit, okay? So we can arrange transfers from one hotel to the other, saying if you're going to several different cities. Yeah, that's Kathy. That's exactly what this is. This package includes the transfers to and from the hotels. Like, it'll coordinate that for you, okay? So what I like about this, it's in my shopping cart, okay? What I can do now is I can save this as a quote. So when I go ahead and I save this as a quote, I can just put like Thailand trip, right? Save quote. Go to quote panel. Oh, my computer's thinking. Okay, here we go. I saved 2 quotes because I was working on something earlier. So what you can do is right here, you can hit duplicate, share, or delete. Now, what's cool about this, or you can actually add on to your quote, okay? So let's say, like, you know your client's gonna love that tour. You can go ahead and book them. And remember, that's for 4 out of the 6 or 7 nights. So you can go and add more tours to that quote if they want to do multi-destinations, right? They do not offer insurance. They do not, but we do have AIG and other insurance places that we could use after bookings in our travel cafe. But no, that's a good question. They do not offer travel insurance. So if you wanted to share, you would go ahead and hit share. And what I love about this, it actually, you see, it does the quote for you. It has all the information. And what I really love about this is it doesn't brand their stuff all over it, right? So you can actually download this. You can, if you want to go on the phone with your client and talk about this with your client, or you can brand it, or you can save it. Maybe upload it to a Word document, and then you put your branding all over it, right? Whether you got your company logo, your company name, all of that stuff, you can go ahead and save this and brand it your way, or you can save this and give it to the client, because you're not giving them pertinent information where they can go ahead. They're still going to need you after this to go ahead and book that, right? No, it doesn't. Obviously, you see, it doesn't show the client the commissions, right? It's really nice. I think it's really clean. It's not overly busy, but yet it's really, really good, right? So, and it also tells you the cancellation fees, right? So you can cancel this up to April 16th for free. And if not, then after that, you will get charged the full amount for it, right? So did this have airfare? No, it did not. But what you can do, right, you can save this part as a quote. Then you can go back, look for the airfare, add it onto this quote, right? Maybe they want to do certain activities while they're in the city. You can go ahead, book the activities, add it onto this quote, and you can truly build out a multi-part quote, I guess, right? But you have it all on one thing, but you're doing it all with one vendor, right? So I think that's really nice, because so often, like with other vendors, we have to, first we have to book the activities. Okay, book that. Then we have to go back and then book the flights, right? We can actually build out a quote with more products on one thing without having to do multiple transactions, right? It's all nicely done on one. So that's the kind of stuff that I like with Bedsonline. Like I said, their quotes are very, very clean. And I think, you know, for a lot of our newer agents, especially when they're learning how to make the quotes and everything, I think this is a really good alternative to them, for them, so they can go ahead and they already have it kind of pre-done for them, but it's not branded with Bedsonline info. You can still take it and kind of make it your own as far as putting your branding on it and stuff, right? So how, like, let's see, Shauna says she likes it, right? Yeah, I think it's really, really cool. It looks really clean and really, really nice. Okay. Yeah, definitely like this. Awesome. Okay, perfect. Again, you can do this with a variety of things. You can go ahead and look at activities. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to go back to USA just because I know that. So let's say I'm going to hit, you know, there's all these places that you can hit, right? Once you're in. So if your client's going to stay in LA or maybe the San Diego coast, let's go to San Diego just because I'm from San Diego. So I'll be able to pick out some things that I like. So this could be a good alternative where I know a lot of the times we get people asking like, where can I book activities for my clients, right? So you can go ahead and book activities here with Bedsonline as well. So you go ahead. So you have zoo passes, right? You can do a grand tour, old town trolley, the speedboat adventures. You can do a brewery tour, harbor cruise, San Diego seal tours. I actually love this. I love the little seal pups. I think they're just now got just some of them were born. So have we had this all along? Yeah, Bedsonline has always been a vendor that we could have used. It's an option that I really started exploring once Archer came out with the announcement to kind of go away from Expedia Tap. I do love RoomRes. I think RoomRes is a really, really great vendor. But like always, I just like to have options. I'm one of those people that I just like to just cross-reference between a few different vendors before I go ahead and solidify the booking for my client. And this is one of the vendors that I do that with, right? So you can go ahead, let's say, you know, TJ tour. That's funny. You know, you can do downtown breweries. You can do a whole bunch of stuff, right? So let's say you wanted to go ahead and do, I don't know, a wine tasting tour, right? And it gives you this. Go ahead. Oh, see, yeah, this wasn't working for me earlier either. So I don't know if this is down for right now. It was working earlier and then it stopped working. So I don't know if they're doing some issues with it or what. But yeah, you can go ahead and add, and again, you can add that to your quote, right? What I liked about this is I actually found a cheaper Vegas accommodations than other vendors. So they are a really good vendor to cross-reference, you know. Just like anything, no one vendor will always be the best for any one certain thing, right? But the more vendors we get to know and the more vendors we learn about, the more we kind of have at our disposal when we are price checking or researching a trip for our client. So for example, I had a Vegas booking that I was helping another agent out with, and everywhere else, including our vendors, the Vegas booking was probably like $1,100 to $1,300. And then with Bedsonline, it came in at just under $600. You know, so it always pays to shop around. Now, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't always come in that much under with, you know, every single booking. Again, it just, you're going to have to cross-reference every single time, right? But that's awesome because guess what? My agent was able to go ahead and get that one booked, right? He made, I think it was like $158 in commissions, but then what? You could charge upfront commissions because when you're saving a client hundreds of dollars, you can go ahead and tack on $100 of upfront commissions and you're still saving them $200-300. You know what I mean? They're still going to book with you. So again, this is just an option, right? That we have. We see the kind of whatchamacallit, the kind of commissions. That's really nice, right? Like if I wanted to do, let's see, Las Vegas in May. Do they do groups? They do not do price matching. And I don't know about groups too much. I'm actually, I've emailed the sales manager that got in contact with me. I'm going to see if they can do a training for us. But also what I do like about Beds Online is they do have a webinar section. So again, once you get access to Beds Online, they will actually go ahead and email you their webinar portal. And it's this website right here. And you can go ahead and go to some of their training. So they can train you on how to book a hotel with their portal, how to create a quote with their portal, hotel comparison tools, right? How to search, how to cancel a booking, right? They're going to also have trainings on different locations. So if you want to become, you want to get more familiar with San Diego, then you can go ahead and watch a recording on that, or California beaches, or national parks, or, Vegas, right? There's different places that they can go. They went ahead and done recordings for that you can go ahead and get yourself more familiar with trainings, right? So not only with their own booking portal, but with just locations in general, right? And it's cool because they actually give you, this one's 5 minutes, this one's 5 minutes, this one's 67 minutes, this one's 42 minutes. So I think that's cool because you can actually do some time management like that. Your guides to transfers. So it's going to show you, your guides to activities, everything you need to know about Beds Online right here, right? So they do provide a training for their portal, which I think is really, really good. Roundtable sessions. So I think that's great, right? So they do provide that. You will get that in the email as well, okay? I'm gonna go back and do a Vegas thing. So here I pulled up Vegas. I'm just gonna do a quick little, I'll just do, I don't know, the Venetian. And so if you go here, see there's an add button, but right underneath here, there's more prices and boards. So if you hit that, what will actually happen is you get a drop-down menu. And this drop-down menu is now the different kinds of rooms that hotel or resort will have, okay? So you can go ahead and be like, okay, my guest wants, I don't know, a luxury suite or whatever, right? So you see here a suite luxury. This is free cancellation, but down here it's suite luxury and it has like a product for packaging option, right? So yeah, it does make it a lot easier because you don't have to go into the actual hotel and then click backspace, right? I'm still on the main board, so I can just, if I don't like the pricing or whatever, then I can go to Aria and do the same thing, drop down, and it has a bunch of their different room types on there, right? So let's say I want to go ahead and do this suite. I'm going to go ahead and add it. Sorry, my internet is a little slow today. There we go. All right. Oh, look, it put in my Thailand trip. So you do have to make sure that your exit out of here. I'm going to delete that just so it shows. So what's cool here is you see requests for accommodations. So you can, it's not going to guarantee them, but you can go ahead and enter your client's preferences here if you want, right? Maybe they're going to be on a honeymoon. So you click honeymoon and you write some comments for the hotels, right? So again, it's going to show you the cancellation is free up until February 29th. Okay. After the 29th, they are going to charge you $89.99 for this booking. I guess I should say the client's going to get charged that for booking after that date. Okay. It's going to offer you some options, which is kind of for with those that are familiar with the Expedia tab. It's kind of the same thing. Sometimes Expedia tab will put in these little goodies right here that you can go ahead and do, right? Passenger detail. And again, it's going to tell you you're going to get 20% commissions on this Vegas hotel. So out of the $603, $120 will get paid out in commissions, right? I love that it always shows you not only the amount, but the percentage. So it's super easy, right? Right here, it's giving me an option to make a partial or make a payment or deposit, right? Minimum payment is $50, right? Amount pending after this payment will be 543. So if I change it to 100, it'll show me what's going to be the remaining balance after that $100 payment, right? And it's going to say the maximum number of partial payments you can do for this booking is 20, right? So they have to be able to pay it off within 20 payments. Do they have a discount section like senior minority? I would probably think that you would have to call the hotel for that. You can book now and pay later. Again, they won't always have that option. So you don't want to preference your client with that, but that could be an option, much like it was for Expedia Tap, right? Not all the hotels had that as an option, but that certainly was an option for time to time. Same thing with Bedsonline. Some of their hotels will have it and some won't. Again, another nice alternative, right? Your clients can go ahead and book this now and pay for it at the hotel when they check in. So that's super nice. Again, you always want to go ahead. Yeah, I think that is it for this one, right? So is this all starting to make sense to everybody? Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Are we liking this vendor? Yes or no? Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Loving it. Okay, cool. We'll be using it. Yes, definitely. I've been dying to learn this one for a very long time. Yes. Awesome. I'm glad you came, Kathy. Yeah, I think it's a really good alternative. You know, they, like I said, they do not have travel insurance, right? And they do not do price matching. But if you like, sometimes you just have those clients that I just book it for me. I'll pay for it all up front. Whatever the case is, especially for those domestic bookings that we have, right? It's sometimes just easier to use a vendor like this. So yeah, this is just a nice alternative, and I thought I wanted just to come on and show you guys a little bit about it. Definitely for those that got signed up, you will be getting an email in a couple of days letting you know that you're registered, and if you put your phone number in, they will actually text you, which is nice. And you'll be getting all the same information. In fact, let me go ahead and save this, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in the Sober chat right now. So that way we can go ahead and pass that information on. Okay, guys. So did you guys have any questions for me? Do they also have, no, I don't think so. I mean, I know they have private rentals, but I don't know if it's necessarily linked with Vibra or whatever. This was great. Thank you so much. No problem, Kathy. Thank you guys for joining in. I hope you guys got some value. We do have 31 people on this call, so that's super nice. I'm very excited about you guys showing up and watching and learning. Okay. The next thing is, I think Courtney added it to the chat. Okay, great. The next thing is you guys got to apply, right? Go out there and expose yourselves. Get a travel ad going. You know, once you're registered for Bedsonline, go ahead and play around with the mock booking, right? And write a travel ad and expose your business, right? We all teach you guys to expose your business. So expose your business, put yourself out there, market yourself so you can go ahead and use vendors like this when you guys get the inquiries, right? Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for plugging in today. I enjoyed my time with you guys, and I will be back next month with another special training. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay, guys? Have a great day. Bye.